This is a kind of honey so delicious, it'll blow your mind. But there's one catch, you can only eat it at noon. Any other time of day, and something terrible happens. A few days ago, Damu brought this honey back from a primitive tribe. Before he left, the tribesman warned him over and over. Eat it secretly. Never let others see you. But come on, who could resist sharing something this good? So he called his buddy, Ashen, and the two of them dug right in. They each took a few bites, and at first, nothing bad happened. Days passed. Then Ashen went to visit Damu again. No matter how hard he knocked, Damu didn't answer. So their friend Kamita climbed in through the window. Inside, he spotted that same jar of honey. Ignoring Ashen's warnings, he shared it with everyone. The honey tasted amazing. But soon, a horrible smell started seeping from the next room. There was only a strange dark shape inside, and the stench came from it. Everyone felt a chill run down their spines and bolted out of the room. But Kamita secretly took the honey with him. Ashen scolded him at first, but one taste later, he couldn't stop himself either. Then boom! An explosion out of nowhere terrified everyone in the house. A woman suggested calling the police, but Kamita stopped her. Who's gonna believe someone just exploded, he said. They'll think we're crazy, and take the honey away. He tried to calm everyone down. It's just a hallucination. But when one of them reached for another spoonful, the truth hit them. Whoever eats the honey, explodes. Ashen remembered Damu's words. Eat only when the honey god isn't watching. But when exactly was that? Until they figured it out, they had to stop eating. Still, nothing else tasted like food anymore. After days without eating or drinking, Ashen was skin and bones. But staying alive mattered more than a full stomach, especially with the news reporting more and more spontaneous explosions. They suspected someone had stolen Kamita's share, just like they had broken into Damu's house. But suddenly, Kamita appeared alive, though much thinner. He said he'd shared the honey with others, trying to find a way to eat it safely, but the jar was empty now, and no one had figured it out. The woman couldn't take it anymore. Better to die full than starve to death, she muttered, and trembling, put a spoonful into her mouth. This time, nothing happened. Ashen, stunned, immediately followed her lead.
今見えたよ。
何がだよ。
何か大きなものが杉谷の体を叩き潰したのよ。そう、何かが叩き潰しているのよ。どうして今まで気づかなかったんだろう。叩き潰されなきゃいいのよ。見てて。
The woman walked toward the river, smiling. With water, maybe it'll wash away the curse, she said. But as soon as she took another bite, Kamita's eyes lit up with excitement. He had finally realized the truth, but the honey was gone, until he found Ashen's forgotten wallet. Inside was a map. Kamita packed his gear and set out into the wild. Days later, he reached the destination. A strange, twisting tree, its branches constantly moving. They shimmered, vanished, and reappeared. Confused, Kamita stood frozen, until the sweet scent of honey filled the air. He realized this was the secret ritual of harvesting. Without hesitation, he cut into the tree. Honey flowed from the wound. He took a taste, and once again, divine punishment struck. This story comes from Junji Ito's collection of short horrors. You've probably guessed by now what it's really about. The so-called gods are actually humans. The characters represent mosquitoes. Their divine punishment? Just humans swatting them. That irresistible honey? It's blood, the mosquito's favorite food. From beginning to end, they mistook human actions for divine wrath, and in their greed for survival, they brought about their own destruction.